is when we get stuck with some problem in the life, or maybe in your project, call it office. In office times, there will be some project going on, and there is a big mess happening. Not always all the projects go successful, right? And there will be some kind of questions which are beyond our control or beyond our understanding also, and all kind of a deadlock. In this situation, what you do? Maybe in the office, maybe the personal life, in the relationship. Hmm? Uh, how you find a solution? Can you share something? What you do?
take some break.
Yeah, take a break, take a pause, think nicely, and
Come back again.
come back again. Yeah, sometimes when we are stressed, we don't get a solution, and after that, we'll get it. What you will do?
We'll take some suggestion from
You
help.
take suggestion from some help. Okay, good. What you will do, sir?
Consult those who have already experienced in life.
Yeah, some expert subject matter. What is that? Expert something like that. Post is there, no?
SME.
Huh? SME. We call them. Arey bhai, solve the problem. Yeah, like that. Good. Yes. What you will do? Catch the SME. Yeah.
And take advice from the experienced person.
Yeah. Senior. है ना? Okay. Mataji, what do you think?
If it is something small, then I will sit and a little bit calm myself
Hmm.
and give it some time. If it is a big issue, then definitely I take suggestions.
हाँ. So peaceful mind can find a solution better. Yeah. आपको क्या लगता है? Start from the basics. हाँ?
Find a mentor.
Find a mentor. है ना?
Sometimes prayers also works.
Prayers and works. हाँ, but they are in the software companies, Mataji, and the software company is something stucks, and you call the prayer meeting in the company. Everybody will come and pray. That project will become successful.
It's a small prayer concept.
Yeah.
Mindfully so.
True. And, yeah, when we're talking about technical thing, we have to understand things little technically also. So, we are from IT background almost, everyone? IT or your scientific background? Students of science, right? Yeah. So we'll deal with this question little technically, scientifically and rationally. So to understand this question and understand this scenario, we take an example from our history. There is a great fighter called Arjun. And he was such a great fighter that single-handedly, he defeated one chariot coming from this side and a whole Kuru army in other side, and he defeated everybody. And the Kuru army means it happens in the Virat Parva, when Virat cattle were stolen and whole Kuru army were there to attack on Virat, kingdom of Virat. And the whole army was fighting in the other side of the kingdom, and from this side, whole Kuru army from Hastinapur, they attacked. And Arjuna fought valiantly, one chariot. And the chariot driver also was one small boy, a young boy, just not small boy, young boy, just now Sikhiya, yeah, amateur. And he defeated whole army. Karna ran away. Pitama Bhishma saw, and he withdrew his weapon and went off. Dronacharya also went off. Krupacharya, all these big fighters, they withdrew and went off. He defeated whole Kuru army single-handedly. Brave. He was a brave person. He was this charactered person, self-control, sense-controlled. It's not like Kshatriya. Kshatriya means Ayash. Ayash को हिंदी में इंग्लिश में क्या बोलेंगे? They are sense gratifier, right there. And these people, but Arjuna was tapasvi kshatriya, and that's why he got Brahmastra. Tapasvi kshatriya who has the tendency for tapasya and sense control. He went to Swarga to meet Indra and to get some weapons. And what happened? Swarga means where Apsaras will be there and freely roaming. And one Apsara actually approached Arjuna, I want to enjoy with you. And Arjuna, which was Urvashi. Urvashi, I think so. And Arjuna says, no, I can't, because you are like a mother. And she was kind of a Yayati's something, some kind of dynasty, some comes. So like that, no, no, I cannot enjoy you with you because you are like a mother. And the Apsara is coming and approaching you. Forget you are going to propose a girl. Now she is coming and saying silently no because this is immoral. Needs high degree of character. High degree of character. Arjuna had that. And that too, a lady like Apsara, Urvashi. He was sense controlled. He was just respecting the elders. Respecting elders such an extent that even though they are wrong, accept their instructions. And never disrespect them. Like a person of the stature of Dhritarashtra also he never disrespected. And he has done so much wrong for these Pandavas. All the Pandavas, all the wrongs were done under the guidance and supervision of Dhritarashtra. And after finishing the Kurukshetra war, when Dhritarashtra was as a sheltered person in their to the Pandavas they cared for Dhritarashtra like their father. And this when Dhritarashtra went off without telling anybody, at the end of life, Dhritarashtra just renounced. Generally होता था पूरे राज्य में. All of you can come little closer. है ना? पुराने ज़माने में in the old places, kings used to retire without telling they go to jungle to do tapasya and all, for realization and all. So Dhritarashtra went off, and these Pandavas were literally crying. We had done something wrong. We killed his son, his all 100 sons. That's why he's angry on us, and that's why he went off. He left off. And they felt, yeah, we could not give comfort to our distressed uncle. Even though the person who has done wrong to them, they all were compassionate. Arjuna's meditation to shoot the target. He was an expert archer. Concentration was pakka. Focused. He's focused on his job. He's focused on his activities. You say that when we are focused, we get a solution easily, right? He was not. His focus was unparalleled. Unparalleled. Archer, they need a lot of focus and concentration. Arjuna was having all these qualities, but still he was asking for help. What happened? Kurukshetra war, he was fighting the war, but he before starting the war, he saw his whole, this dharma prashna in front of him. Shall I fight or not fight? War is just, but the people who are fighting in front of me, they are my own. So whether shall I fight or not? Purpose is clear. Right and wrong का question रहता है तो it's very easy to decide right. When question is of right or wrong, it's very easy to decide right. Okay, right, we'll do right only. But when you have the question of good and better, or maybe a good and good, you have to think of what is better, and that is the real question. We get perplexed. That is the question of morality, and this is the place where people get confused. And Arjuna was facing such a kind of a problem in his life. Question of morality. Whether shall I fight? Killing is a sin, but being a Kshatriya, he is allowed to kill. But who is going to kill? His own relatives. And then whether shall I fight or not? People who are done wrong to him, enemies we can kill, but now his own people, they are doing wrong to him. All the questions, and his mind became confused. And then he says this shloka. Will us read this shloka together? Karpanya doshopahata swabhavaha Prachami tvam dharma sammuda chetaha Yachreyasyanischitam ruhitan me Shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Okay, I want some volunteer who will read the translation. Yeah?
Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please
Certain
instruct me.
certain words are highlighted here. I am confused. Arjuna is confused between the choice of good and good, right and right. And that's why he is asking. I am asking. Whenever we go sometimes out and we just miss the road, you know, and we don't accept, first of all, I have lost my way. When we are driving in an unknown city, unknown place, unknown territory, we don't accept that I am the lost. अरे निकाल के देखेंगे. We will find the way. We'll find the way. You know. And in this scenario, we feel shy. How can I get lost into, itna expert? And I know the way. I know the way. Find out. Just one turn. I'll find the way. I find the house. Finding the old friend's house. And we feel shy to ask people guidance. I ask the directions. It takes a lots of courage to accept that I have some kind of fault. I have something, I can have some faults, I am not best. It needs a lot of courage to accept it. And moreover that, asking somebody to correct us. And such a person of, Arjuna, of a great archer, the best archer, the world warrior. Sachin Tendulkar coming and asking guidance from you. Sachin Tendulkar need a teacher. He is the best batsman in the world, right? Best batsman you can say. Well, Virat Kohli, you take off your age. My age is gone. I used to see cricket long back, but now. Virat Kohli is asking and taking teachings of, अरे ये हुक का शॉट कैसे खेलते हैं, है ना, difficult. The playing particular shot, learning from that. Sachin is going to teach everybody. Virat Kohli is teaching everyone. How is asking? Shame. That is, Virat Kohli doesn't know how to play a hook or even a straight drive. Dravid is asking, no. But Arjun was into that situation. He was not shying to ask the question. What stops us from asking help? Ego. What is that? It stops us from asking for help. Anything else apart from that? Yeah. Self-confidence? Overconfidence, yes. Overconfident person will not understand they are in the problem. अरे निकल जाएगा रास्ता. Overconfidence, ego, है ना. So I saw one image came in my WhatsApp group sometimes. So one guy was falling down. One hand he was holding, and other hand, somebody from top was telling, "Arey, take my hand, catch it." And this guy holding one hand and other hand he was not going, but because he has a big baggage in his hand and he didn't want it to go off. And that in the bag it was written ego. If you leave the ego, it's very easy to catch the help. Help is always available. If we don't give up, ego which doesn't go, that's the thing. Ego is the thing which doesn't go. So we don't understand. Yes, I am the best. I am the perfect. I cannot go wrong. I cannot become. I cannot be. There's no chance that I can do mistakes. Mera planning is perfect. You don't. So this stops us from taking guidance. This is the big problem. I cannot. And again, another situation in our life is, even if ego goes and we are humble and try to take the guidance is available or not. Now, where to take the guidance from? No, sometimes I was coming to Kagdaspura once by auto, and the auto wala saw me, saffron mein hai, and sannyasi sadhu kind of thing, and started talking on this topic of spirituality. Yes, Swamiji, aapko kya batao? You ask me, sir, who is God? You tell me, I will tell you, sir, what is God, and all this and so is it like, the spirituality is a topic where everybody has their opinion. Everybody wants to speak about it. Whether it's authentic, not authentic, whether I know or not know, they think that yes. So spirituality, everybody wants to guide, everyone advices. Everybody wants to give the advices. I call it free advice gurus. फ्रीली अवेलेबल है ना, दूसरों को सिखाने के लिए हम लोग तत्पर है, रेडी है ना, फ्री एडवाइस, टेक माई एडवाइस एनी वे, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू यूज इट, इज यूजलेस फॉर मी. Why people do this? Because they know, they think that yeah, they know many things, they know that they have the idea perception of themselves. Huh? Hmm. But they don't have qualification, no, and these people, they are not interested in your welfare. They just want to show off their knowledge. They don't, these free advice gurus, they are trying to give knowledge to everyone. They don't want your welfare. They just want to show off. अरे तुम्हें क्या पता है? And sometimes they want to misguide us also. So we have to be very very careful about where I am going to take guidance from. Hmm? So we have seen, they have that Bandar Bhat ka story. In Hindi, there is a Bandar Bhat story. The two cats are fighting, and one monkey comes and he says, "I will help you," and he will just divide the cake and eat it up himself. So free advice gurus are the one who may not be your well-wisher, but he may do a harm also. So we have to be very careful where to take guidance from. And also there are so many people who are ready to misguide us. There is one nice video here, and it is not made by me, made by India Today people. I didn't do any research on that, but yeah. Sound is coming?
No.
Why sound is not coming? A second. Yeah. Correct. Nice video actually. Instructive. Comedy way. Vikas. Take the phone. Ask you what. Okay, that's all. See, of course, it's a very comic way to present. I'm not pointing on these fingers of these people who are presented here in the comic way, but yeah, it's a fact of life. We have so many people who are posing themselves as a spiritual guru. They tell that, yeah, I'm a spiritual guru and I will give you spiritual advice and all this thing, but they are there only for misguiding us. People talk about spiritual, we have spiritual organization, spiritual things and that. But they talk about what I will give you. I will give you is a piece of what? Mind. है ना? But of course, when we call something spiritual, that means it has not to deal with anything material. And we saw that in previous sessions. What is the mind? Mind is the material thing. And the mind is not spiritual thing. Somebody talks about spiritual thing, then it has to be something which is dealing with spirit, soul. Just somebody who gives the knowledge about soul, somebody gives the knowledge about yourself, self-realization, that we can say spiritual. But somebody gives just spiritual, peace of mind, peace of heart, peace of and a healthy body. This is not spiritual. You do yoga and your body will become healthy. Is it spiritual? No. You do yoga or something, some kind of meditation and this and that, your mind will become peaceful. Is it spiritual? No, because mind is also part of a body. It is not a soul. We are not mind. So these people, they many times exploit us in the name of spirituality. They don't talk about God. They don't talk about our relationship with it. They don't talk about the real purpose of the life. See, those questions are the spiritual questions, and we also don't know where to ask and what to ask. We just get cheated. There's so many people we see that they are not of a good character, like we have seen in this. People, they just want to exploit people, and they just want to earn money and have a nice lavish life, and they just manipulate people's emotions and ask for donations, ask for money and all this thing. Actually, real spiritual master will never ask for money. There's so many people. They will, you give me the money, and you give me cash, I will give ash. There are so many. You give cash, take cash, and you will become everything good. You cheat. There are some gurus, some Hindu gurus. There's just some people comes in a distress in front of them, and they they ask money. Put the money here, they will get a solution. What solution they will give? Okay, Swamiji, my business is not running. Okay, what to do? You just take a 100 rupees, 10 rupees note bundle and keep in your locker, and every day keep watching it. That kind of solution. Just keep watching money. Your business is going to improve. No. People go to the Swamiji and Babaji and tell them, go Swamiji, Babaji, mera shadi nahi ho raha hai. Swamiji Babaji is going to find a match for you. And you take care of, cultivate your character, cultivate your self-building exercise, and you will find a proper match. Why you are asking spiritual masters, spiritual gurus for the match? Some people have, Are Prabhuji, Swamiji, mera ghutne ka dard hai. Please give some blessings and my knee pain should go off. If you have a knee pain, where you should go? Doctor. And are you going for the spiritual master for that? For knee pain? Your job problem? If you have a job problem, take a job consultancy. Do the job search properly. You will get. Why we are looking for spiritual master for the materialistic problems? First of all, we don't know where to go. And then above that, these people are there, sitting there to cheat us. And many times we say, these all godmans are fake. All with a statement we make it, generalized statement, all God men are fake. First of all, you are the fool. You don't know. Even we consider ourselves from a scientific background, we consider ourselves from the IT background, we think that we are the people who are thinking rationally and logically, and we don't test people. You are going to spiritual market and just looking for anybody, you go and put your Shraddha in there and get cheated, and then say, all godmans are fake. No, we get cheated, and then we say everybody is bad. First of all, we should understand what spirituality means. If you are going to purchase gold, you should know what actually golds look like. If you don't know what is gold and you go to purchase the gold, and you will definitely get cheated, right? Now, while all of you are gone purchasing houses and all this thing, how much research you do to purchase a plot or a house? Why we are not doing that much research when we are thinking about spirituality? When we go to the spiritual guidance and advices? Why we are just looking for any era and we are taking guidance from him? Auto wala also is ready to give you spiritual guidance. Will you take it from there? Or maybe there is somebody who has opened his shop and there are hundreds of people sitting there around. Will you just look for that? And there are so many people following him. This man should be a perfect man. We should go for it. Is it right attitude? Because everybody is following, you should also follow. You know, there is today there is a trend actually, YouTube or Facebook or Instagram something. Who has a maximum followers? People started thinking, he has a maximum followers. That means whatever he's telling should be true. There are so many celebrities who just want to show off their body and just become famous, and later on, after gathering so much followers, just by showing body they get followers, and then start making political statements about any other country. है ना? Your country में there is no democracy and this and that, and what qualification, what credibility they have got to speak about some topic which is beyond their understanding. And people think, wow, that celebrity who just dances naked and talking about your country is bad, and we are believing, my God, yes. So this is worst thing. है ना? People they accept, this is इसको बोलते हैं actually भेड़ चाल. This is actually walking behind a herd. And many times when I came to ISKCON and Krishna consciousness, my friends were accusing me, "Arey, you are running behind a herd." Actually, it's not I am running behind a herd. This is all these people who are just behind it. Here we ask people to think, to very carefully select spiritual master. Where we are taking this, we have our guidance from. We have to very, very carefully judge. Guru, we can't take judge simply based on fan following. We cannot take judge Guru just because he has built a big temple and sitting in a golden throne and is giving advices rampantly. And any kind of crores of rupees they spend on the big pandals, and what advices they give? बच्चा क्या समोसा खाते हो? और लाल चटनी, हरा चटनी, okay, take हरा चटनी, your problem will be solved. This kind of advice they give. And followers, they do some jai jai jai, hari bol, not this one, they don't say hari bol, but they say Baba ki jai ho, Baba ki jai ho. And we think that, yeah, this Baba is great. So this is the walking behind the herd that we have got. And why these bogus gurus exist at all? Question. These bogus gurus, people we don't know who are the actual gurus. We don't understand what is the actual qualification of a guru. And we don't know why to approach a guru. We approach guru for the material problems. So, what spiritual guru is? We have to go to spiritual guru for the spiritual problems, spiritual enquiries, spiritual questions. Why do I exist? Why do I exist? That's the important question in our life. Not simply the matter of paid pani. We don't go to guru for the matter of mind. We have seen subtle body, gross body, and mind. Our mind is a part of a gross, subtle body. And mind, we have to go for the stability of mind and this and that is a material problem. What is the qualification of a genuine guru? Who can we call as a genuine guru? Genuine guru is coming from a parampara. He is into proper authentic directions. Why we are talking about parampara is, it gives an authenticity for the personality. Suddenly I open a big matha and I talk crores of rupees I put into the building that matha, and I will tell some paid followers will be there, and we'll start. And people will start. The parampara gives authenticity. You are posing as a guru. What are your roots? Where you are getting this knowledge from? I cannot tell, okay, that one night I was sleeping and God came into my dream and gave me the knowledge. Now I am in front of you. You take my advice. Will you believe? There are so many people who are following such kind of people. हमारे बाबा को ब्रह्म ज्ञान हुआ है पेड़ के नीचे सो रहे थे ध्यान करते करते meditation, he was sleeping and he got Brahma Gyan. So there are so many people. They just concocted their philosophy. Arey, God is dead. Heard about this? God is dead. Somebody was telling. 30, 50 years back, God is dead. And some people talk about the Sambhog se Samadhi. Such kind of a nonsense philosophy they talk about. Meditation while walking, meditation, these that so much kind of experiment of meditation. I read his book. Foolish, rubbish completely. You know, have you heard in your whole our whole culture and whole our history that somebody has got a God realization by just doing a sense gratification, by doing sex? No, nobody. All the Rishi Munis and they live their family life, they live their um, material life, go to jungle and then Roj, you can take her to the kids program. Yeah, take her. So these people, uh, uh, in a whole society, whole our history, nobody has achieved self-realization just by simply doing sense gratification. They say, कि do sense gratification such an extent that you will feel disgust out of it and you will feel vairagya. And this is the kind of philosophy they say. बट किसकी तृष्णा शांत हुई है आज तक? The lust and sense gratification desire is like a fire which never be satiated. Never. More fire, can fire be satiated with putting petrol into it? No. Petrol is burning it more hotter and hotter. The lust and desires are like that. They are not going to satiate it. And what is the question of spirituality? Never. That stability and steadiness for spiritual life will not come at all from that in that person who is engrossed in sense gratification. That's why we ask, where are you coming from? We go to the school, take the admission for engineering. Have you gone at engineering college admission? Have you checked the credibility of that college? We do. Whether this college is accredited or not. We don't take any college which is giving a fake degree. No, it's a matter of life, man. We check whether this is accredited college or maybe it's a granted college properly or not. When this is not, we don't go there. The degree and certificate from that college is accepted or not. We verify all these things. When we talk about guru, we have to see that whether this person is coming from a proper parampara system or not, whether he is accepted as a genuine guru or not, accepted as per the parampara system. We talk about the parampara system of ISKCON. We tell it this is a parampara from Brahma. It starts from Brahma, Madhva, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All so many acharyas are there. I am following those people. The gurus are following those teachings without any miss. Now somebody opens the college and start teaching something nonsense, do not accept. Parampara as well. Parampara makes sure that the teachings are kept intact. Parampara, Guru Parampara, they make sure that the knowledge is given in the proper way. That's why I talk about which parampara you are coming from, which spiritual tradition you are coming from. Are you from a Brahma Sampradaya, Vaishri Sampradaya, Nimbarka Sampradaya, or Rudra Sampradaya? Whatever Sampradaya you are coming, we are asking. We cannot take spiritual advice from anybody which is upstart. Why we do like this? Why we talk about parampara? Why we rely on guru, or why we rely on taking this diksha from the guru, then guru give to the disciple become guru, then guru, and then it keeps coming. Why we accept all this? Why we go for this guru parampara system which gives the knowledge from guru shishya, guru shishya, guru shishya, guru shishya? Why like this? Why cannot I just simply start teaching about myself from my mind? हाँ ठीक है, परंपरा अपनी जगह पे है, लेकिन I can start my own school, right?
The teachings would have been validated by the gurus in the past.
Okay.
My experience
Okay.
of guru would have.
I can start my own experience, right? There are so many people they're talking about, कि भाई, अरे why you read Bhagavad Gita? You write your own Bhagavad Gita. Krishna taught Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. That is for Arjuna. You catch Krishna. Krishna will teach you Bhagavad Gita. People who are atheists, they will clap. They will say Jai, Baba ki Jai for this kind of statement. Write your own Bhagavad Gita. No need of reading Bhagavad Gita. These are atheist people. They say, You know why? There is no need of writing Bhagavad Gita. You write your, just you do your realizations. There is no need of going to a guru for that. You just understand. There is no need of reading Bhagavad Gita. Just derive answers from your own logic. Will it? Will we able to come to the proper conclusion with this? And why not? Or yes, then why yes? First, we have seen last session that humans are prone to make error. है ना? We cannot say I am always perfect. Can you say? Can somebody say I am the perfect, I am the best? If I say I am the best, then there is no problem in my life at all. Whatever I am doing is the perfect only thing. I will never have goofed up anything. And I will not have done any bad mistake. I will not have hurt anybody by even my mistake. Have you hurt somebody in your life? We have hurt so many people. I said we are not best in our dealings. We have done so many mistakes in the life. So this makes sure that whatever things we conclude may not be the perfect thing. So that's why we need the parampara. We need to authenticate our knowledge. We have to authenticate. Suddenly one advocate goes to the court and starts putting arguments. And he says, Judge, my lord, this and this crime has happened, and according to me, he is the culprit. What judge will say? जब पढ़ के आओ पहले कुछ, you study something and quote something from the references of the penal codes. You have to tell all these things. You have to justify your argument based on the study of penal codes and case studies of the previous judgments. You have to tell. Then what is wakil, what do advocate say? My lord, this person has done this and this crime, and such kind of crime has committed into this and this case. And that case, this kind of was a judgment, and according to that judgment, you give the capital punishment for this culprit. They say like this, and this is authentic. This is whatever argument is giving, they are authenticated. Shastra Praman is important. Without Shastra Praman, your arguments are not standard. And somebody can say, "अरे, no, बाबा के सपने में भगवान आए और उन्होंने ज्ञान दिया." This is not authentic thing. मेरे दिमाग में कुछ भी आ सकता है ना? My mind can concoct anything. It cannot be validated. It has to be validated through Shastra Praman. And Parampara. That's why Parampara we are talking. Parampara sticks to Shastra. Parampara sticks to the purity of the knowledge. And another qualification of a guru. Now we are talking about how to find a genuine guru. We are talking about this is a market of spirituality. So many people have started their mathas, and so many people have started their own spiritual shops. Which is genuine? Which is original? We should not get cheated. Now we should know what is the gold before going to the gold shop. We should understand how to identify a real diamond when we go to purchase real diamond. So we are going to test that. The real guru is well-wisher. He will not advise you for his own benefit. Okay, गले का कंठी है ना, वो सोने का, यहाँ पे रखो. And then he will give mantra. 3 हफ्ते में भगवान बन जाओगे, गारंटी है मेरी, है ना? These people are just selfish. He is not having his own selfish. For the knowledge, he will not ask money. Real Brahmana will never ask money for his knowledge. Old style there was a gurukuls, right? There used to be a gurukul, and a student will come to learn knowledge for free. He will not pay admission fee, दे दो, and a donation fee, development fee, library fee, and what all fees you have. You are not going to school at all. It's good, you are lucky. So many fees they have to put. Of course, she is doing a homeschooling, best way. Actually, if you ask me the new education policy, what I will make a rule that anybody who wants to open the school, they should not charge a single penny from student. If student wishes to give, at the end of the teachings, they will give Guru Dakshina at the end, if he wishes. And student should be free to go anywhere. अगर मैं ये गुरु पसंद नहीं आया, चलो ठीक है, then the real quality of education will improve. Teacher will really work hard to improve their own qualities. Education should be free for the students. Anybody who wants to open the school, they should take a grant. They should write and tell the government that I will not ask charge any single penny from the students. I will give education for free. Not just education, I will maintain students for free. Gurukuls were run like that. Students will go to Guru and stay in Guru's ashram. Guru will feed them their food, their clothes. The Guru will give fully scholarship. And all the schools, 100% of the schools, India should have this kind of thing. Then you see where India will grow. Real knowledge will come there. And whatever students coming out of those schools will be selfless because they have seen their teachers teaching selflessly. Now, now we have getting the doctors who have paying crores and crores of rupees for their education, and as soon as they come out of the college, they start their practice. They will think first thing is that welfare of the patient. No, they will think to recover their money, investment recover karna hai na. You cannot expect real. Anybody doctor here? I'll talk about the engineers also. Engineers also do the same thing. They pay crores and crores of rupees, and they will try to recover that money from their things. Then bridges falls, and so many things will happen. Exploitation will happen, and a small kind of a bug in your computer is there. They will charge thousands of rupees. Ransomware will start coming up. It's crazy thing. Even IT world also is full of rubbish. Not just simply a medical thing we are talking about. Everywhere is that rubbish is there because education is not free. And they have not seen teachers being selfless. They have not seen the teachers of high character. And they say they have not built up the character in themselves. The teacher should be the well-wisher. And teaching should be based on scriptures. Scriptures, the pramana has to come. And then yes, he has to be the selfless. No? These are the real qualification of a guru. Guru has to follow this. And the parampara we're talking about. Krishna also mentions in Bhagavad Gita, Evam parampara praptam ivam rajarshayo viduhu sakale neha mahata yogo nashta parampara parantapa. The knowledge, the spiritual knowledge, what Arjuna I am giving to you was given in the parampara. It was not just simply, Krishna is standing there, Arjuna is standing there, Krishna apne dimag se leke aa raha hai. It's not like that. Krishna says, whatever knowledge I am giving to you, Arjuna, this same knowledge was given to all the rishis, the kings. They have accepted this knowledge in the parampara. The same knowledge I am going to give you. This is not something new I am concocted. Your friend is in distress and you start solacing him. This is the same situation. Arjuna is a friend of Krishna and Krishna is solacing him. So this is not kind of a normal situation of that kind of thing. This is Krishna is giving authentic, genuine knowledge to Arjuna. He is acting as a real guru of Arjuna. Arjuna says, Shishyasteham shadimantam prapannam. I accept my Shishya, become my guru and teach me. And that's how Krishna is taking his role as a guru. And in this guru, he is giving authentic knowledge. Yeah, there was, once it happened, when Mayavati came to our ISKCON temple. And he saw that Prabhupada's Guru Puja is happening. We have a tradition of Guru Puja. So early morning we worship Srila Prabhupada ka deity. And these people of Prabhupada were present and they were doing worship of Guru. Guru ka worship as a, they say ki we have to accept Guru, we have to treat Guru as a God. Yeah, Guru has to be treated like a God. Then everybody is worshipping Prabhupada. This person understood, this Mayavadi, he understood that they are worshipping Guru like a God. Okay, let me see. He was seeing. And everybody is worshipping Prabhupada. And Prabhupada sitting in the Vyasasan, he was singing. He was closing his eyes and he was singing. Vande Guru Shri Charana Ravindam. Vande Guru Shri Charana Ravindam. And this person asked, okay, you are worshipping your Guru like a God. And what your Guru is doing? Then they say ki Prabhupada is singing Vande Guru Shri Charana Ravindam. Then that means he is worshipping his Guru. Guru is worshipping his Guru is worshipping his Guru worships his Guru. Ultimately this worship goes to Krishna. Because this parampara is not cut. Parampara is not cut. You have light in your home, right? Where the power is coming from? Generator. Where the generator is located? You know where is generator located for your power supply? You don't know. Had did some research. Karnataka में रहते ना. How many years you are staying? Where the power supply comes for the Karnataka? At least Bangalore. Some dam is there somewhere.
Power plant.
Where is that power plant? Somewhere in Kolar or something like that. है ना? Geography हमारा पक्का होना चाहिए. है ना? That power plant will be thousands of miles away from Bangalore. And to get power supply here to your light, how much long wire you have to put? Huh. Do you have that much long wire? No. There are so many segments of wire from here to there, from there to there, from there to there. Everywhere connection is there. And because this connection from this light to that generator is intact, that's why this light is glowing. Because of the generator which is situated at thousands of miles away from here. And that's why light is going. The parampara has to be intact. This is the parampara. When you are getting that realization, when you are getting that knowledge in your heart here, with this parampara from Srila Prabhupada, that means the parampara is intact. So that's why this Prabhupada, of course, this Mayavadi after that just immediately surrendered to Srila Prabhupada. Yes, because he has not rejected his Guru, he is still connected with the Guru. Parampara system is so powerful. And what are the paramparas we have here? This shloka from Padma Puran, which are authentic paramparas. Not somebody can start some parampara. Okay, today Subandhu parampara has started. My name is Subandhu, so I can, this is Subandhu parampara. No, it cannot start like that. It has to start from Krishna. And this is the shloka from Padma Puran. It is authentic. Padma Purana says, Sampradaya vihinaye mantrastu nishfalamata atak kalau bhavishyanti chatvaraha sampradayah. Any spiritual teachings which is taken without parampara is useless. Padma Puran says. And that's why in the Kali Yuga there are 4 paramparas. Padma Puran says. These are Brahma, Rudra, Sanaka and Kshitipavana, Chatvaraste, Kalau, Bhavya, Yutkala, Purushottamat. So there are 4 paramparas. Brahma, Madhva Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Sanak Sampradaya and Shri Sampradaya. And all these sampradayas, there will be acharyas. Ramanuja, Shri Shivachakre, Madhvacharyam, Chaturmukhya, and Shri Vishnu Swamin Rudro Nimbadityam Chatu Shanaha. So these will be the acharyas of this parampara, who will be giving this knowledge. So their names are also there in the Padma Purana. So we'll read this, see this. The parampara which is right away coming from the Lord Shri Krishna. Of course, these all sampradayas are very famously and prominently preached all over India. Krishna gives this knowledge. It is given to the Brahmaji. Brahmaji gave this knowledge to his disciples. Among those, Madhvacharya was one of the important. And this parampara continues. So ISKCON also is a part of that same branch of same parampara. Then this is Lakshmi. This is a Shri Sampradaya, which is prominent in South India. Of course, and in all over South India, this Sampradaya is widely spread across, and they are doing a great job there to cultivate and maintain Vedic lifestyle, Vedic culture there. And Ramanacharya was the important Acharya into this. And Lord Shivji also has given us spiritual knowledge, Vaishnava Sampradaya. From authentic Vaishnava Sampradaya coming from Lord Shiva. And these teachings coming to us through Vishnu Swami. He is one of the Acharya, important Acharya. And then 4 Chatushkumara, Nimbadityas, Nimbarka Acharyas. So they have given this knowledge. So these are also very prominently. Of course, Rudra Sampradaya and Kumar Sampradaya may not be so much widely spread, but of course, Madhva, this Brahma Sampradaya and Shri Sampradaya are widely spread. Of course, among that also, Brahma Sampradaya is more widely spread across the globe, thanks to Srila Prabhupada. This teachings has gone across. Then question comes, how to approach spiritual master? We have understood how to find spiritual master. We have understood which is the gold. And question is how to get connected, how to get the knowledge from spiritual master. Then Bhagavad Gita speaks about it. We'll read this shloka, very informative. We'll read this shloka. Tadvidhi pranipatena परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानम् ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः. Okay, I want some volunteer who will read the translation.
Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge onto you because they have seen the truth.
So we have to approach the spiritual master who has seen the truth. So we are learning from the person who has, who is a Pratyakshadarshi, self-witness, who has seen, who has realized it. From that person only we can accept. Somebody who is not, ठीक है, I am the learning, I don't know, I heard like this. No, we have to take the knowledge from one who has expertised. Tattvadarshinaha. Then they only can give this knowledge. Upadekshanti. How? Pranipatena. Three things. Krishna speaks here three things. Tadvidhi, pranipatena. Unke paas जाकर tadvidhi. Go to them and pranipat. Pranipat means? Heard about pranipat? गिर जाना. Just fall at the lotus feet. Become humble. Not like only नमस्कार कर रहे हैं. नमस्कार करने का मतलब है doing obeisances, paying pranams. That means becoming humble in front of a guru. Without becoming humble, knowledge will not come. Even electricity will not flow. Water will not flow. Electricity flows from high potential to low potential. Water flows from high level to low level. Knowledge also flows from the higher authority to lower authority, maybe the students. So we have to humble, we have to go down, we have to become namr, and then that knowledge will be imparted from the Guru. It's very important to get the knowledge with humility. And there is a saying that we will not understand until you understand. Understood? You will not understand until you understand, until you keep yourself low. So this is the thing. Upadekshanti te jnanam param evam tadvidhi pranipatena. Then we have to ask questions. Ask questions. We have to be inquisitive. We have to be curious to gain the knowledge. That curiosity will encourage teacher to give this knowledge. Why Arjuna was promised? द्रोणाचार्य ने प्रॉमिस किया था अर्जुन को ना, I will make the best student of the world, best archer of the world. Why that promise was given to Arjuna? Because Arjuna was curious. Arjuna was absorbing sponge from the Dronacharya. He was eager to learn. 24 hours he was learning. Wherever Dronacharya will go, he will be there with the ears wide open. He wants to learn, he wants to learn, he wants to learn. And even night time also he was not sleeping. One day what happened, Arjuna, there was a night, pitch dark night in the Gurukul, and there was some sound coming. Somebody is eating something. And Arjuna woke up and saw, who is eating in the night? Who will be eating in the night? There's only one eater in the Pandavas, among the Pandavas. Who is that? Bhima. And there was a pitch dark everywhere, and he found something and he was eating. And I was thinking, he's so much attached, he was so much hankering for eating, and he can eat in the darkness also. I want to become a best archer. Let me practice in the darkness also. Then that day onwards, Arjuna stopped sleeping. Soya nahi uske baad, Arjun. In the night also he started shooting arrows. Just hear the sound, shoot the arrow. Hear the sound, shoot the arrow. That's all. He was so eager to learn. And because of that eagerness, Dronacharya was so pleased. I will give you Brahmashastra. What is that? Brahmastra knowledge. He didn't give Brahmastra knowledge to anybody else. Only Arjuna. Duryodhana was furious. I am the prince. Mera baap raja hai. And you are not giving this Brahmastra knowledge to me. Giving to Arjuna. Fatherless people. They were like, fatherless. They were not having father, and they were orphan. They were all sheltered people. And Duryodhana was furious. Dronacharya didn't give this knowledge to Duryodhana. He was not tapasvi. He was not self-controlled. Dronacharya of course gave to his son, Ashwathama, somehow. But yeah, again, third is sevaya. Three things we have to do. Pranipatena, becoming humble. Pariprashnena, becoming, showing inquisitiveness, eagerness to learn. And third is sevaya. Without service to Guru, knowledge will not come. Service. We have to serve Guru. In our college we are saying, teacher are there, their job is to teach, they are getting their salary is to teach. Why should we worry about it? Teacher will teach only how much salary he is getting. He will not give complete knowledge. You have to get complete knowledge, you have to please him by serving him, by following his instructions. Teacher is telling, do the homework, homework hi nahi kar rahe. How the knowledge will come? Guru is giving some instructions, we are following instructions properly. Serving, following instructions of Guru is a real service. And by this service, Guru is pleased and he gives the knowledge. With a challenging mood, we cannot accept that knowledge will come. Without challenge, Guru को challenge करते हैं ना, आजकल होता है ऐसे. We are teaching, teachers, anybody's teacher here, they will understand. The teacher is teaching in the class and backside students are googling, अरे teacher ये topic पढ़ा रहा है. And they just counter argue, sir, ऐसा नहीं है, ऐसा है. Guru will be pleased? No. You have to accept humbly. Not without challenging, submissive, humbly we have to inquire. Guru will give the complete thorough knowledge. And yeah, and all these symptoms and all this description, Srila Prabhupada, you can say he fits perfectly there. He, at the age of 80s, in the 70s to 80s, he went to USA, accepting all kinds of discomforts. And he didn't went by flight there. No, there was a cargo ship was going, so much turbulent waters, and there he went through 2 heart attacks and survived and reached to USA. And there also you don't know where to go, left and right. Even we are going for some trip, we do so nice planning. We do nice planning to, if we go there, where to land, where to have prasad and all these things. He never, just had 40 rupees, Indian rupees in his hand and one trunk full of Srimad Bhagavatam, that's all. That too came later. Didn't went with him. And in this situation he went there, he doesn't know where to go, left, right, kiske ghar mein rukna hai, nothing. And there he started his preaching, struggled for 1.5 years. And somehow one day he started ISKCON. And there also he didn't started, okay, I'll preach to the rich people only, because they will give money. No, not like that. Initial disciples of Srila Prabhupada were the people coming from the slums of America. You will be surprised, America में slums कैसे हो सकते हैं? Yeah, America में भी बहुत बड़े-बड़े slums हैं. Big, like bigger than our Dharavi, है ना? Bigger slums are there, and there people, Bowery, they say New York Bowery area, no? There all slums are there, and people who will be psychedelic, they will be taking all the drugs and lying down here and there. Among them, people who are inquisitive and really genuinely searching for the spirituality. At that time, hippie movement was very prominent. People, these children, teenage children, they were doing so many experiments for the self-realization, search for knowledge, search for self. They used to come to India and all these things to do. Many times people will get misguided. They think that spiritual experiences means something which gets some hallucination. Colors dikhte hai na. When they take drugs, they will see some colors, and that is spiritual experience they are telling. And people are thinking like that, and all the kids were getting spoiled because of that. Those kids, they came to Srila Prabhupada, and Prabhupada saved them and gave them the highest knowledge and brought them to the highest level. And these students were trained by Srila Prabhupada. Then they started training all world. And that was the Prabhupada was doing the transformation among the people. This is the glory of Srila Prabhupada. He transformed people from that situation to, and scholars को तो कोई पढ़ा लेगा. You go to Narayana school and they will take the only toppers. And from the toppers only they will get the toppers from this. Anybody can teach the toppers. But teaching the poorest of the poorest student and making him a topper is a great thing. Prabhupada did that. Prabhupada did this. These people coming from, they no knowledge, utterly no knowledge about Indian culture. He brought them to the level of high class Brahmana. Their character transformation, their life transformation, their habits, everything. Even the local administration were wondering how this person can transform people. They used to have so many rehabilitation camps and this and that, and all useless. And Prabhupada did nothing. He did nothing, but people left everything and surrendered their lives for him. This is Guru. This is Guru. And it was mentioned, Guru was, Prabhupada was firm belief that yes, this knowledge is going to spread all the world. There's a small video I will show you here about Srila Prabhupada.
Someone told me the story. You wouldn't believe it. He's starting an effort, and it turns into a national movement.
I want to be one revolution against materialistic civilization, so that the whole world may be happy.
He said that he would like to go to America. I thought it rather crazy. Well, in that level, it died.
The situation of America at that time.
Suddenly, this new force from the east was coming in. People began to look towards India.
There was a sense that the ancients knew something.
If I see this person, this soul, struggling just like I'm struggling in my body, then all of a sudden we're family. And I have a reason to love you. That's deep.
Our mission is to see everyone become happy.
It gave some sort of backbone to my life.
He took whole world by storm. You see,
Someone told you.
you'll see his achievements. Of course, I know he's not going to stop. Okay, in the last slide of this video, there was written what are his achievements are there. He wrote, he traveled all across globe for preaching at the age of 70s. Imagine 70s. I'm talking about. Have you have any grandparents or maybe parents who are in the 70s? What is the situation? Completely dependent on you. Will they be able to travel to America? Will you travel to, it's very difficult for them. Even in the flights it's so difficult. And the situation, this is kind of a situation we will be, this is the situation of our parents now. We will be worse than that. When we'll become old, the 70s, we can't expect that we'll reach to 70s also, as another story. But even if we reach, we'll not be able to do that kind of active service and active life that at least our parents are doing it. And Prabhupada, he, at this age, he roamed all over the world. He traveled across the globe 11 times for preaching. Took it by storm. Jet age Acharya, they used to call Prabhupada as a jet age Acharya. Used flights and airplanes to preach across 108 countries. He established temples. 108 in his lifetime. 10,000, more than 10,000 disciples he accepted. Mercifully, there's a big mercy, Accepting disciples is not a small thing. In a Vedic culture, you can understand. Accepting disciples means accepting his karma, accepting his full responsibility of his activities and deeds. That is what Srila Prabhupada did. Accepted. Everybody. Prabhupada translated biggest amount of literature based on Krishna. Maximum. He wrote more than 80 books on the single topic, Krishna. He translated whole Srimad Bhagavatam. If you see Srimad Bhagavatam, still devotees struggle to read Srimad Bhagavatam in their lifetime. Prabhupada did this just within 10 years. Within 10 years, Prabhupada wrote all Bhagavatam and gave complete knowledge. Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Nectar of Devotion, Bhagavad Gita translated and preached all over the world. This is what Srila Prabhupada did. He made disciples, he translated books, he preached all over the world, he established the temples, he established the farm communities, and not just in India. India preaching is very easy. Already people are pious, people are श्रद्धालु, इनके मन में श्रद्धा है लोगों में. Just open the shop, just take a saffron cloth, people will start obeying you and paying obeisances. But go to USA, they don't care. They don't care who are you. They don't care who are you from, where are you from. And these people, Prabhupada gave mercy. Prabhupada made Britishers follow his orders. Some jokingly Prabhupada used to say, these Britishers looted India for so many years. But I'm coming here to give you the real treasure of our culture. Bhagavad Gita. He gave them. You forgot to take it from us. I'm giving you. Yes. And then sometimes he used to say, see, people used to say, British, you rule the world. Now these British are serving me. Jokingly. Prabhupada used to love his disciples. He was a real father of his disciples all across the world. One time there was a custom officer was there, and Prabhupada was landing and entering just landed, and he was coming out. The custom was checking. And his disciples were welcoming him at the gate of the airport, and big noise was happening, kirtan. And this custom officer was checking Prabhupada peacefully, and he was hearing Hare Krishna kirtan from outside. So he asked, Swamiji, they are your servants. Your servants are there outside. Swamiji says, no, I am their servant. This was attitude of Prabhupada. And this custom officer said, yes, that means you are really a master of them. Real master is not the one who makes his servant serve. He is the person who serves them. Nowadays, currently the corporates, they are coming to the idea of servant leadership. Heard about it? In corporate talk about servant leadership. And the leader is not the one who will make people work for them. No, this is not a leadership. Leadership is the one who make people grow into their culture. That's what Srila Prabhupada did. Prabhupada made his disciples great, and in turn, they served Prabhupada nicely. And yes, of course, you can see the big tree of ISKCON. So he introduced India to the whole world. You can say Prabhupada is a spiritual ambassador of Indian culture. And he established his embassies in the form of all these 108 temples all over the world. That time it was 108, now it's more than 700 temples all across the globe. Just temples I'm talking about. Farm communities are of course more than that, gurukuls, and then there are small centers. There's no count, is unlimited. So this is what Srila Prabhupada gave to the world. Yeah, and he gave these things mercifully to everyone. He gave, he bought this culture. In previous times, Jagannath Rath Yatra kitne jagah pe hota tha? Jagannath Rath Yatra used to happen only one place. Jagannath was only for the Nath of the Jagannath Puri. But he made actually the Jagannath Jagater Nath. He bought, now you see, recently Jagannath Rath Yatra happened. All over the world, the Rath Yatra was happening the same time everywhere, and whole world was calling Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath. They are glorifying Krishna. This happened just because Srila Prabhupada. Today also in Los Angeles, there is a public holiday. In New York, they block one complete street. New York is a crowded city in USA. कुछ भी 1 इंच भी रखने को जगह नहीं है वहाँ पे. There one whole street will be blocked and emptied just for Rath Yatra. And not just one Ratha, 3 carts will come. है So 3 carts will come and they will pull. Jagannath will come there. And that's kind of thing, the big thing they have done. He gave this knowledge to all those people. Initially, people were unqualified. They don't know what is Indian culture. They don't know what is deity worship. People who don't know washing hands after passing stool, he brought them into the standard and they started doing deity worship. In India, we see lots of जात कौन सी है, गोत्र कौन सा है, पुजारी कैसे बनेगा तुम? But irrespective of that, man, woman, whoever is there, he made the spiritual knowledge available for everybody. He didn't look for the black or white or maybe there is no question of Gotra and Kula in that sense. They don't know who is their father also many times. And Prabhupada brought them into spiritual knowledge and he give them. And important thing, ISKCON is famous all over the world, but whenever somebody calls about ISKCON, what is the identity of ISKCON? They say, hey, somebody, as soon as somebody sees people with a tilak, kantimala, taking Bhagavad Gita in a hand, dhoti kurta, what they say? See, is Hare Krishnas. This is success of Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada successfully put Krishna in the center of whole organization. If you compare other spiritual organization, they put themselves into the prime location. You take anybody, I will not take any names, you only tell. Any spiritual organization, they put their guru acharya at the location, and in his name only this will run. There are so many very famous organizations, so you can put and anything you can put. Till the time that guru is available, present in the earth, organization will be flourishing nicely. As soon as he passed away, he is gone, everything collapses. Success of ISKCON is that Prabhupada never put himself in the front, he put Krishna into the front, which is the soul of everything. And that's why even 50 years later, when Prabhupada left this world 50 years back, and still ISKCON is growing and growing like a wildfire. And if you see the statistics wise, ISKCON is the fastest growing Hindu cult, you can say. Fastest. And sometimes people are scared. Catholics are scared into Russia and all. They're scared. They're trying to put a ban. They're doing lobbying in Russian government. They're lobbying. अरे ISKCON को ban करो भैया, नहीं तो हमारा कोई नहीं सुनेगा. That time churches were empty. USA, the churches were empty. Prabhupada purchased those churches and made them into temple, and these temples are flooded with the devotees. The atheistic situation, atheistic society, he made them Krishna conscious. He made them God conscious. They call, in the God we trust, but they don't know who is God. है ना, उनके नोट पे लिखा रहता है ना यूएसए के, in the God we trust, but they don't believe in the God. Atheistic society. Prabhupada made them. So in this way, Prabhupada didn't put himself, but Prabhupada put Krishna into the hearts of everyone. He established gurukuls. Important thing, we have the kids program here. Why this kids programs is happening there? Because early seed of Krishna consciousness, they can make the good citizen. We saw few minutes back, we talk about the gurukuls and the giving culture and the selfless attitude towards children and all these things. How they are going to get it? Today is not avenue for that. This effort is going to help them. Yeah. So this life has become colorful. He made people to follow the sanskaras. We Western worlds, they were not having any relationship. There's no basis of any relationship there. Just boys and girls stay together and that's all. Living relationship was rampant 50 years back. What made these people marry and then have a cultured life that time? Prabhupada gave this knowledge to all the world. Book distribution goes on everywhere. Wherever you go, people understand, yes, these are Hare Krishnas coming out. And he's a compassion personified. Compassion. He accepted all faults of his disciples. They may be coming from any kind of background, druggists, addicts, and all this. He accepted them. People coming from any culture, they accepted them. People doing so many nonsense, but Prabhupada accepted them. He gave them chance to recover. He gave them chance to improve. He gave them the facility to grow. Hmm? And selflessly, he gave them and brought them to the highest level. Hmm? Hmm. And he says, ki, in Shastra it mentions that Guru na sasyat, Pita na sasyat. You know, that Guru is not Guru who is not able to take his disciples out of the cycle of birth and death. That Guru is not a Guru. Prabhupada took full responsibility and he says, until unless you go out of this material world, I will keep coming again and again. Now, to take you back to Godhead is my responsibility, and Guru has taken. And many times, gurus, what I was speaking about a few minutes back, accepting a disciple is not a common task. When you accept a Guru, accept a disciple, the Guru takes his all karma. And these people had so ghastly karmas. And many times it happens like that. As soon as Guru accepts a disciple, he has to feel all those reactions. Prabhupada used to feel. He suffered. He accepted all the sufferings of accepting the disciples for the welfare of everybody. And Prabhupada Prabhupada continued his service till his last breath. Prabhupada says, one time Prabhupada, devotees asked Prabhupada, how would you like to die? Prabhupada says, I want to die like a Kshatriya, I like to die like a Arjuna, I like to die while fighting for Krishna. And that was his spiritual spirit. He was on a deathbed, he was continued translating Srimad Bhagavatam. He was completely frail, body is completely bone to skin actually. And in this situation, and doctor is telling this situation is very painful. When somebody has old age, when there is no fat in the body, and the nerves touches to the bone, they give a terrible pain. They cry. And doctor is telling, how Prabhupada is surviving this situation peacefully. And not just peacefully, with the composure, he was translating Srimad Bhagavatam, giving this wisdom in return to all of us. He gave this one. He translated books till his last breath. Prabhupada struggled for giving us this knowledge in the form of his books. If you hear the story how Prabhupada wrote Bhagavad Gita, you see the Bhagavad Gita as it is, right? He wrote 3 times. He wanted to give first book, Bhagavad Gita only for us, but he could not. He wrote first time Bhagavad Gita, manuscript, it was stolen. Stolen means? Yeah, it was stolen. He gave to the printer and it was lost. I think that one? Yeah. No. It was sold out. By mistake, his wife sold this on into scrap. That's all gone. Second time he wrote Bhagavad Gita, he was in USA. Burglary happened, and I don't know why this thief. Generally, thieves will not take papers, written papers. He just took it and went off. Bhagavad Gita. I don't know what he did with this. Typewriter he stole, books he stole, papers also he stole, everything. Second time his whole effort waste, writing whole Bhagavad Gita. Again he wrote Bhagavad Gita third time, and then he published. His third attempt he wrote this Bhagavad Gita, and he was not tired. And at the end, devotees asked, Prabhupada, you have translated Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, everything. Which book you will take? Next, Prabhupada said, I will write Bhagavad Gita again. But wanted to present Bhagavad Gita again in a different perspective. So that was his persuasiveness to present his knowledge for the whole world. Of course, that last slide is here. He wrote more than 80 books, traveled the globe 14 times in 12 years, established 100 temples, gurukuls, farm communities, initiated 5,000 plus disciples of the world, and did all this in advanced age between 70 to 82. Yeah. Imagine if Srila Prabhupada was present in today's age, which is internet age, then दुनिया का काम तमाम हो जाना था. So this is the Srila Prabhupada's thing, glorification here. Yeah, we are stopping here. Before we go to mantra meditation, if you have any questions, you can into this topic. So many controversial things came up. Anything you can ask. Okay. So what we understand today, some points you can share. What is this today's theme based on? Voluntarily, yeah. Guru. Okay. Who is Guru? Comes in the parampara. And he's our well-wisher. And then selfless. And again, what is important?
He doesn't teach us for money.
Doesn't teach us for money. Yeah, good. Again,
He is representation of Krishna.
he is the representative of Krishna. Yeah, correct. He's in the parampara. Again, one thing is missing. He speaks from Shastra. He will never talk anything from the mind. He will speak, whatever he speaks, he gives from it. If you hear Srila Prabhupada classes, he quotes so many shlokas in his class. You please hear Prabhupada class. Sometimes it's very nourishing. That grave and serious voice of Srila Prabhupada you hear. And whenever he speaks from the Shastras, scriptures, shlokas he will quote. He is not worried. Ki bhai, these American disciples, will they be able to understand this Sanskrit shloka or not? He is not worried. He knew whatever he is speaking is recorded and it will be heard after generations after generations. Prabhupada's classes are recorded. He is the most widely recorded person. Now, we have if you talk about GBs, I have 16 GBs of his classes, which he gave 50 years back. Right now, this is 15 GBs data, just audio. And he knew that my voice will be heard. People will be hearing it again and again. So he recorded it. And he gave all the evidences. Without caring that these people will be able to understand right now or not, but after some time they will be definitely understand. And yes, people took it seriously. Yeah. So this is one thing. Another point today's, which touched your heart. Yeah.
At the age of 70, he traveled all around 12 times, 14 times.
14 times. Tough, really tough. Will not be able to move also. Okay.
Very unbelievable, but still getting more.
Teaching young boys is very difficult. Young boys, you go and try to teach them and try to influence them and inspire them. बूढ़ों की बात नहीं सुनेंगे लोग. You have to show energy. And their youths are full of energy and enthusiasm. And if you go and sit and dull and talk about them, and they'll say, hey, chalo, bhago yahan se. He impressed youth. All his disciples were in teens, 18 to 20, that's all. All his disciples, people who came to take shelter of Srila Prabhupada, all his disciples were just maximum 20, 21 years old. That's all. And they accepted Srila Prabhupada and learned things from Prabhupada. And Prabhupada was 70. Look at the generation gap. Huge. And he could impress. How much energy he would have shown. Sometimes he used to cook for his disciples, the initial days. He was doing everything alone. At least I have some devotees who are helping me to set up and everything. Prabhupada used to do alone. Akele aayenge, put the mats, cook for everybody, bring prasad, keep a prasadam, serve them. Everybody will just simply line up at the end of the class, sit for prasad, eat and go out. Plates also you have to remove. So that was the situation. They were uncultured. They didn't know what is the culture. At least all of us, we know. Somebody is doing something, let me help. Let do something. Culture we know. Those people were not knowing. That's completely uncultured thing. Prabhupada brought them into the proper thing. And that time, it was so difficult. Cooking, purchasing, and everything done on his own. Really tough thing.
Selfless means is no desire.
No?
Is equal to no desire.
Selfless means, okay, having no desires is not selfless. Actually, we cannot be desireless at all. We always have some desires in our heart. We do something for some purpose. कुछ भी करते हैं उसके लिए behind there is some goal behind it. Okay, I am writing exam. My goal is to pass this exam. I am doing something business, my goal is to get a profit. I'm doing some charity, at least I have goal that yeah, I will please this person. This person will be benefited. Selfless. Selfless means not desiring for yourself. That is selfless. Desires will be there. Desires is to serve people, to give people, to help them, but not for self, not for myself. I'm doing it for them. That is selfless. Not thinking about myself, taking all the troubles, but purpose is them. We take the trouble. Businessman takes the trouble because he's going to get money. People take trouble because they're going to get job, paid. People take trouble because they get appreciation, glorification. People take trouble doing big yajnas. Okay, they are getting punya karmas. They have behind this. But Prabhupada took trouble without expecting anything from his disciples. Without expecting. He didn't charge money for his classes. He didn't charge anything. He just, whatever money he comes, he just spent. Sometimes they never had money to print books. In a beginning time, Srila Prabhupada used to print this magazine called Back to Godhead. For printing this magazine, he didn't have money. What about printing magazine? He had not any money to eat his breakfast also. And somehow by some effort, he will get some donations. He will spend it to print books, then eat breakfast. And the printer person was the person who was printing it. He was so much touched by Srila Prabhupada. He used to tell Swamiji, you please come sit, eat something, I will give, but eat something and then we'll talk about business. Of course, he printed books with money and all these things, but he was touched by Srila Prabhupada's dedication and the selflessness. The idea of doing something for the higher cause. Without caring his personal needs, he did something for others. That is selflessness. Like mother does for their children. Selflessness, right? Husband does for the wife and wife does for husband. We may understand that. There's some give and take there. I scratch your back, you scratch my back. We have expectation that wife will serve me so that I will take care of her. This is kind of you serve your boss because he is helping you. But mother, why she takes care of the child? She thinks that mother thinks that कि हाँ ये मेरा बच्चा मेरी बुढ़ापे की लाठी बनेगा इसलिए मुझे इसको पाल पोस के बड़ा करना है. She thinks. Any mother thinks? No mother thinks like that. She does with selfless. Even that kid is doing so many nonsense things. Mother kicks the baby kicks the mother in the womb and she's so accepting everything. She will clean his potty and everything. Selflessness. The right example for the selflessness in front of our eyes is a mother, definitely. And the guru, definitely. They are excelled. These students were not his own children. Somebody grown somewhere in some different culture, alien culture. They don't know how to respect elders also. Those students Prabhupada accepted as a disciples and served them. Selflessness. Your own relatives you will serve definitely. अपने ही हैं, कर लेंगे. And those people who are, now Janmashtami is coming. There will be big prasad serving will happen. Serving people food, whoever comes for Janmashtami for free. Selflessness. And standing there, we have a team there. You can also be part of it and experience that joy of doing something selflessly. It gives immense pleasure. When you do something selflessly, standing there giving food for free for people, gives pleasure. Gives that satisfaction, not even pleasure, you can't call it a pleasure, it is satisfaction from within. And it is long lasting and it is nourishing. It's beyond any explanation also. You don't have experienced all these things. We can experience thrill of bungee jumping. We can experience thrill of doing dancing in the big high beat music. That thrill will be there. But the satisfaction which we get from serving selflessly others, unmatched. Okay? Janmashtami you come, be part of our team and you'll see that what is that selflessness. And all of these people would have, they have already done it. Last year also Janmashtami, he was part of it. These devotees were part of it. They did it selflessly.
Will there be celebration
Yes, Janmashtami celebration will be here this year on 6th of September. Be volunteer. We need lots of help because we want to do a big grand celebration here. है ना? ठीक है? Okay. Hare Krishna. Chalo. We'll go towards this process of mantra meditation. We talk about mantra meditation, spoke about it. Mantra heals the mind. Mantra is the one which takes us deep within, helps us to look within. You know, you can, if you want, you can stretch your legs, walk around a little bit, and come back in 2 minutes. Okay. The process is very simple. You have got the mantra. How many of you doing first time today? First time, right? पहले भी किया था. First time? Okay. I will explain. You have got mala. ठीक है. In the mala there will be 108 money. ठीक है. In this money, first money will be the 109th money. ठीक है. So leave that. Hold next money. ठीक है. Hold it like this. Keep this finger away, and these 4 fingers you can touch and hold. ठीक है. And then every money you have to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then pull it. Next money you can chant. Then Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. ठीक है. Hold this mala in your both hands. Don't touch it on the ground. Don't touch your legs. ठीक है. ठीक है. So this is a very sacred one. So we don't put it here and there. That's why sometimes we have this bag also. So if you want to take the mala with you, you can purchase from our store and keep with you, and you can purchase the bag also. Okay? So process is very simple. Speak this mantra peacefully, softly, and hear your own voice. Focus on your own voice. We'll be chanting this in the chorus. Nobody faster, nobody slower. Same pace will go. There will be some meditative music going across. So that is just to help. But don't focus on the music also. Okay? You can close your eyes or keep it open. You can focus on the mantra written on the screen. Okay? And then meditate. Why is it not happening? Okay. Okay. Just be peaceful before we start. Take a deep breath. And this mantra that we are going to say is personal representation of Krishna. There is no difference between Krishna and his name. You are going to have his association. And this is going to heal what all damages that have occurred in our day-to-day life. Somebody have hurt you, somebody would have said you something. All these damages, all these problems of heart will be healed and gone. We are just chanting this mantra. This one mantra you have to repeat behind me. Please repeat. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. And now, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This will chant in chorus. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama